we have Brianne Jenner and Jillian Saulnier. Coach, if you want to just start off, you guys can hold the mic and pass it if you like for crew from Ithaca. If you want to just start off just talking about the game and the player of your team, and then we'll field a few questions and go from there. Thanks.
Yeah, I thought today for our team didn't get off to the greatest start. I thought we were a little bit out of sync, I guess I would say, and missing some passes and just weren't quite making plays. Had some opportunities and missed on those as well. So I thought both teams a little bit tentative at the start, maybe a little bit nervous for both teams at the start. And I thought we started playing better as the game went on. Played a little better in the second, got some real good looks in the second, and I thought we were a little bit stronger defensively. And then obviously came out in the third period and got a big goal early, and then carried it on from there. So certainly a gutsy win for us today against a really good team.
Thanks, Coach. Questions?
Even though you guys had to come back in the third period, did you feel like it kind of some way started in the second period because you were getting a lot of good chances late? I mean, did you just build some momentum there that carried over into the third? Or?
Yeah, I thought we were playing better in the second. Anyway, we were getting some opportunities. I know we had a couple of really good chances, especially late in the second period, so I felt like it was building. And then, we had about a minute on the power play there, and I thought, even though we didn't score right away, I thought, well, I guess we did get the goal eventually there, but I thought we were getting pressure on them. And came out strong right off the bat in the third, so that was a good sign.
Yeah, either player, you want to talk about that too? Or,
Yeah, I think we started to play better hockey in the second. As Coach said, we kind of came out a little timid in the first, and that's not really our style of hockey. And I think things started to pick up, and you could see in the dressing room when we came back in after the second, we were a bit more confident. And if we started to make some crisper plays, we knew that it was going to go in eventually. So I think we just took it up another level in the third.
If you personally, you had a couple of chances early in the game and in the second period. How did it feel to finally get one in? Because it probably was getting a little frustrated, because obviously I know you score a lot, so I'm sure that was probably tough to have missing open men and stuff.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, you know what, you want to be able to put that in when the game's on your stick. So I definitely felt like I owed it to the girls after Jill set me up for some really nice chances. So, but it was nice to get on the scoreboard eventually, and I mean, Boston's goal was huge for us. I think that was really a game changer there.
I was going to ask you guys too about just the last 2 weeks. You've had third period comebacks against teams that hadn't lost a game when leading after two. What's been, what have you been able to? What's caused that? I guess
Well, obviously, we're not looking to get behind in every game, and not to be able to do that certainly is, as we were saying on the way up here, it's hard on our hearts as far as. That goes, but we'd like to get off to a better start, but I guess it's a good sign that we've got a group that has been able to do it and believes in themselves right to the very end and plays right to the very end. So you always, as a coach, want your team to play the same way, whether they're up or down, and continue to play hard even though you're down for 2 periods. So it's always a great sign in the team.
And was last week's win kind of something that we were able to build on going into this situation
today?
I
think that really helped us. That we were behind by 2 in that game, and then we're able to come back and against a very strong St. Lawrence team as well. So in the back of our minds, we believe that we can always come back if we have to.
What was your mentality going into the third period? What was the message that you gave the girls that you think sparked them to get the 3 goals?
Well, we just talked about playing the way that we need to play the game and to go out and get after and attack it. And we always want to play that way regardless of whether we're up or we're down. We want to have that attack mentality. And as Bree said, I think we came out a little bit timid at the start and didn't play very aggressive. I thought we were more passive, and we just talked about staying after it. We had our looks in the second period and didn't convert on them, but we felt that if we continued to play with that mentality, that we'd get some chances and eventually be able to get one by her.
Okay. You guys obviously are here to win the conference championship, but how important is it too that have that NCAA automatic bid at possibly at stake tomorrow? Because you're the one team you're not in the top 8 right now. I mean, is it something that's also a focus of yours? Is that not really a thought right now? Or?
Not really a thought right now. We're just waiting to see who we're going to have to play and get prepared for them. And it's the old cliche. It's one step at a time. We know what we have to do. And for us, it looks like the only way we're going to get in is if we win the tournament. So, but that said, right now we're just focused on whoever our opponent's going to be next and preparing for them and making sure that we're taking care of it shift by shift.
And after just winning 3 games, the first 10 games of the year, how does it feel to kind of turn things around this much to be in this situation? Because at the start of the year, it was kind of going a different way. What do you guys feel just about where you are now?
Yeah, I certainly got off to a tough start to the season. One of the things though about that, I think we did play a lot of tough opponents. Started off with Boston College, and then we're missing these 2 guys beside me for the next weekend because they're with Team Canada, so that's not easy either. And then, had some good runs, and it was kind of miss. I felt like we kind of turned the corner the week of we played Mercier, Syracuse, and then came up here for 2 games. I felt like after that we've played more consistent and been better in that regard. But I think when you do play those tough games at the start of the year, you learn a lot about yourselves. If you don't, you're not going to come back. But sometimes I feel like we've gone through the season and kind of coasted through, and you're feeling really good, like everything's hunky-dory, and next thing you know, you're in the playoffs and you play a real tough opponent and you're not ready for it. So at least we feel this year that we've been through just about everything here, and we're prepared for just about anything.
How does it feel to have the opportunity to win a 3rd straight ECAC title?
No, I got it. Yeah, that's fine. Obviously it's great, and it is good to reflect on success in the past and those opportunities that we've had, but I think something that's important for us is not to reflect on the past, but more so just looking what's ahead. We have an opportunity to do that tomorrow with whoever we're playing, so I think just focusing on that and then reflecting on past successes after, but definitely just focusing, like Coach said, 1 step at a time is definitely what we have to do here. And we're full steam ahead for tomorrow's game, and I think as long as our focus is on that, then we should see what we want to see for sure.